What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Big Rim Podcast. I'm your host, Big Rim, and I got Playmaker in here with me.
What's good? What's good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, first question: how you doing, and what's life like for Playmaker right now?
Uh, I'm doing pretty well. I can't lie. Just on an emotional level, spirit level, for real. I'm blessed to be here. I feel like I can't complain. Um, really, just to be able to do what I do for a living and maintain that, and have my family around me as well. So I feel like I'm great. I can't complain. How about yourself, though?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I can't lie. Just trying to put all this shit together, pretty much, man. Can't lie. So, I did want to ask you first: how did you get started? First of all, you in your bio. You can follow him at O Playmaker on Instagram. Um, how did you get started directing videos, editing videos? Was this something that you grew up loving to do, or was it more of a hobby that kind of turned into what you could consider your lifestyle?
Um, I'll definitely say it was more of like a lifestyle for me. A hobby that turned into a lifestyle, I would say, being that I really came into it on a clothing brand, just taking photography photos for real. That was my initial process on just work at all.
Right,
So once I picked up the camera, it really just turned into photography. I ended up loving that a lot. I picked up video maybe like 3 years down the line. I actually started photography around 2016, and then video 2019. So that was around the time where um, I was really finding myself. I feel like so
right,
it was really a grown hobby that turned into a lifestyle for me now.
right. So when you say like you were finding yourself, what were you doing around that time? That's kind of like, did you have your hands in a lot of things, or was it more like just I guess on the self level, trying to find yourself.
Um, it was really on a self level trying to find myself. At the same time, playing a lot of sports, it gave me like another route to like just release basically. Aside from
Right,
sports, especially when I got further away from sports down the line, so I had to find something else that I love more to like
right.
keep me going. Truly.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Being a former athlete myself, it does take up a lot of your time, and you don't even get enough time to kind of think to yourself like, what am I really trying to do out here
Facts.
besides just running and doing sprints and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
like, what sport were you playing growing up?
My main sport basically was intended to be baseball. I played baseball and basketball at the same time from 4 years of old all
Right.
the way up to about. I let go of baseball my 11th grade year of high school.
Hmm.
Kept playing basketball all the way, I say, till junior year of college, and
Yep.
from there on out, it was straight photography, video, and
Okay.
momentum.
Yep. So you started out with photography. How did you get into doing the videos and whatnot?
I took a class actually in high school. It was my junior year. There was a lot of book work, but it taught me the essentials to video. I always had it in the back of my mind, but I mastered. My bad. Did photography way more for
Right.
maybe 2 more years, and then from that point on, I kind of got complacent with photography. I wouldn't say, but like just it kind of got boring for a second. So I wanted to find
Right.
another way. So I picked up video for real, trying to adapt emotion through video, and
Right.
that's what I've been doing to this day for
Okay, so for most people that know you and whatnot, they follow you, they see you do the music videos. How did you get started doing music videos? And did you start on the editing side of things first, or did you kind of do the directing side of things first, or was it just both at the same time?
real. Damn. Um, that's a good question. I feel like I definitely started more so on the editing side. I know I definitely shot and edited my first video with a boy of mine in high school that I took my class with. That I was talking about in 11th grade.
Right.
Um, from there, I didn't shoot no other videos probably for like 3, 4 years. But
Hmm.
when I picked up editing, I got a partner out in Miami that I met in college out here in Atlanta,
Right.
um, who shoots video Counterpoint 2.0. Shout out to him.
Right.
He gives me a good bit of work just editing wise, I learned a lot of stuff while working with him. A lot of footage to edit, touch up, and he can really say himself that I done grown from just meeting him over maybe like 2.5, 3 years ago. From that point on, it's been adapting from his style, seeing what he shoots, and editing his stuff, and then
Mm.
finding my own styles along the way with that.
Okay, that sounds good. So, when it comes to like the editing side of things, does he just hit you up and be like, "Man, I just shot this. I need you to kind of put it together," or is it kind of like a collaboration thing? Like he might edit it, but he might be like, "Nah, I need you to put some touches on it."
Um, it's definitely more of like a I'll edit it. He's big time director, so he shoots a lot of videos. I'll just edit it, but a lot of times we'll previously speak about it that he's got this vision. He got a vision that he want my editing style on it. So he already
Okay,
seeing what like he already previously seeing the vision for the video he's got for
right.
so and that's a lot of love that he really puts that trust into me to like complete the video and get that done for real.
Yeah, that is a lot of trust because it's like you put in two different perspectives into
Mm-hmm.
one, and it gotta look like it's just one idea at the end of the day.
Everything.
So, so when it comes to the directing, what gives you like, what gets you going when it comes to the directing side of things? Are you trying to be like, are you really hands on, or you kind of let the artist also bring something into it?
Um, I'm super hands on, mainly in like getting my vision out, but I definitely listen to what the artist has to say.
Yeah,
But I like to get out what the artist has to say previously toward like what we're gonna shoot.
yeah,
I like to try to get my what's on track out the way type of thing for me.
yep,
I don't like if you try to throw me an idea mid video. It's like I get that, but like we gonna miss time on this or something else might happen on that. So
okay,
it's
yeah.
it's hard to give up the back end.
Yeah, so get it in beforehand and whatnot.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So then, like for me, from like the podcast that I watch, you see like directors like Hype Williams or people want to go to these directors, but before a certain time in history, bro, like nobody really even knew who these directors of these music videos
Yeah.
were, and now you see nowadays like some video directors have like a producer tag almost. So like
Yeah.
we know about all these other guys
Mhm.
now that we know who directing the video basically
Yep.
based off that tag. So like how do you see the way music videos are going now with like that directors being pushed almost not to the spotlight because they do yeah, I get the sense that y'all like to stay behind the scenes, but it's like y'all get more recognition for y'all work now.
Mhm. Um, I feel like that's interesting, being that a lot of us, I feel like it's so saturated in the videographer industry basically now.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't may not have get a lot of love, especially on the full production team wise. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that work. Like say people know that Lyrical Lemonade, the juice box on the
Yeah.
corner, everything. So like everybody know Cole Bennett when they see that, but I get that.
Yes.
I feel like it's not. I know I get all love to Cole Bennett, but it's not just him that's like putting that love
Okay.
that
Yeah.
work into it for real. He's got a full team into it. He's getting that work into it. Everybody else it's like multiple pieces of the puzzle coming in together. But
Yeah.
and Cole Bennett, he's Essential Plan. He definitely started out solo too. So it's not that he don't know how to do it or anything like that, but he definitely know how to put them pieces together, find that teamwork,
Yeah.
networking, find that.
So you more so saying like there's guys out there that's putting in the work, but they just don't got the full production team. They got to set up the lighting. They got to set up this. They got to set up the cameras and whatnot.
Yeah.
But now Cole Bennett, he started that way, but he's gotten to a level where it's like, okay, I can get somebody to hold the lights and figure out the lighting. I just got to say yes or no, pretty
Mhm.
much to that lighting. No, I get it, man. It's like everything else, bro. Especially when it comes to like artists or stuff like that. You'll hear them talk about how they used to record their own music, but then it gets to a point now where it's just like I've worked my way into meeting different producers and engineers and stuff like that. And so I mean, it all comes with time. So what's your um? I would ask, who is one person you'd just be like, if they were like, dude, I got whatever the cost, I need a video from you. I need your direction on this video. who is that person you wanted to be? Anybody like
Mm, I've always said I ain't really never aspired to shoot with no one specific person, but if I had to definitely pick one, I've always said it would be between Wiz Khalifa and Mick Jenkins. Definitely two of my favorite artists in the world.
right?
I take inspiration from Wiz Khalifa, just his sound, the way he has music videos and his vibe. And I love the Pittsburgh area. I got family from out there, so I definitely always show love to that.
Yeah.
And then Mick Jenkins, definitely a great artist in my opinion. Just gave me a lot of inspiration through high school for real, keeping me
Hmm.
motivated and stuff. So I always show love to the ones that keep me motivated.
That's definitely good, bro. So, are you just trying to stay with the music scene, or are you trying to expand to like the film thing, or it's just like I'm good in the lane I'm in.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely trying to get further into the music and film scene.
Right.
I want to go further in the film, but I want to master my own audio
Right.
prior to reaching out toward that. I want to get my own portfolio together, like for the film industry,
Yeah.
making my own short films. That's what I want to start doing. Many short reels that'll be essentially there'll be many films and shit type
Yeah.
like without thinking about it type of thing, and just trying to put it out for some quick content type of thing. So that's what I'm planning to do further along this year and keep
Okay.
processing.
No, that's good. Expanding the movies would be hard though.
Yeah.
It's just like like I said, like we don't get as people like me who just see it from like I would say the naked eye. It's just we don't get to see all that's put into it. We just see like the music video. We just see dudes doing
Hmm.
this and that in the video, and we're just like we don't even know that the person that's shooting the video is telling them like, nah, like do it like this, or I'm gonna get it from
Yeah.
this angle, or stuff like that. So
Yeah. It's a whole
I
lot
think
going.
people like y'all need the recognition because y'all are helping the artists along the journey because it's just not about repeating my song on the
Yeah.
video.
Hmm.
So like I see you got videos with people like G Papa. You got some with FN the Dealer. You got even some people from where we're from, or where we grew up at. Ronnie Blue. You got I think you got I'm forgetting his name. Um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you. When you see this, you gonna
Tanachi. Is it
huh?
Tanachi? No.
No, not
Who you
him.
talking about?
Nixon Ski.
Oh yeah, skee
If I'm
ball.
not mistaken,
Skee
yes.
ball.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So y'all got video. You got videos with them. How did you get connected with some of these people? Let's just say like, um, shoot, like F in the dealer or something like that. Because he's
Yeah.
not necessarily from where we're from, but he's from, I think, the Atlanta area.
Yeah.
So, how did you get connected with those guys?
I tapped in with FN on just really just swiping up on his Instagram. That was the crazy part of it. When I had thought about it, I was really sitting on it for a minute. Because I always listened to his music even from when he was coming up. I know his
Right.
original director was a director called Shot by Wolf.
Right.
Shout out to him too. He's an awesome director. I follow him as well. Um, but FN, he was looking for a video. He wanted it like a quick turnaround. He said 24-hour turnaround basically. And
Mhm.
essentially, we ended up shooting in the afternoon sometime. But me, I don't really like to wait to edit. I like to get stuff out the way. I don't feel like having stuff on my
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I know
So
what you mean.
I just took it out. Once I got done with the video, we probably got done 7, 8 o'clock. Went to the crib, edited out the way. Got done around like 3 a.m. Sent it over, and that was it.
Yeah.
He was fucking with it off rip. So
Man, they gotta feel good. They gotta feel good. So like people like Ronnie Blue, Nixon Ski, like how you get connected with those guys? Are those people that you could kind of got connected with early, and you were just like, um, you know, like we do gotta link up, like we from the same place.
yeah, definitely yeah. Ski ball, Nixon ski. I grew up with him. We played basketball east side together.
Yep.
Definitely my partner for a long time. Ronnie Blue, same thing. Well, not the same thing, but I met him when we was younger. He played basketball at Kobe, but
Yeah.
we basically knew each other essentially, and we started playing Xbox together and stuff,
Yeah.
talking on the headset, chatting shit, and so we became closer friends along the line too. So we really starting to help each other out along the journey for real. So that's the best part of it. Having pieces toward my team as well. I include them as my team for real. That's
No, that's
love.
interesting, bro. Cause it's just like how you get connected with people. Like you said, like with FN, it's kind of like you just swiped up on his Instagram. That's how I kind of get people, or I'm trying to get people now. It's just like,
Mm,
like I'm swiping up. I'm just saying, like I'm really just fucking with what they putting out, like genuinely fucking with it. And
yeah.
then people hit me and be like, man, I gotta get on there. And then I start trying to lock it in and whatnot. And it's just like it's really a good feeling because it's just like somebody like, damn,
Hmm.
like yeah, what you putting out, bro, I gotta fuck with it. So like you said, you like to get right into editing. Um, let's say like it's somebody who doesn't necessarily need a 24-hour turnaround. How long do you think it takes you to edit?
I try to keep my videos. I always tell everybody 2, 3 weeks max,
Mm-hmm.
but I try to keep my videos one below one. If I got like just photos,
Yep.
then I'll get it to you probably within 5, 6 days. To be honest,
Yeah.
I done. There's some people who got stories for it. I done surprised people. They be like, damn, like they be like, how you get all this so quick? I'll be like, man,
Got right
just
to it.
steady motion, man. You feel one way about it, but I feel like another way. But at the same time, I'm loving it. Like, I
Right.
feel like I always try to make my next video my best video. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So do you kind of like are you the type to start working on something then like you'll get a brain fart then just come back to it, or you just like I started on this one, I'm not gonna start on another one till I finish this right here.
I definitely come back to a lot of stuff. And even stuff that I say I come back to, and then I don't even end up coming back to for I'll redo it or find another way around it. Like, um, I'll say just like I wouldn't say like pushing to the side basically, but mainly
Yeah.
just having to take a break, like you said, just
Yeah.
come back to it for real. Cause it's some things, even like some songs, not even the best that I edit to. So I wouldn't even
Yeah.
say like that. I can just sit there and just go for real.
So do you like when you directing, trying to fit it to are you trying to fit it to what the song theme is? Or sometimes the artist is like, this how I want the theme to be, and then you're just like, okay, I'll work with that, and then like you just put your own spin based off what they kind of had envisioned for it.
Yeah, so it'll be mainly like a spin for like what they kind of envision for it. Kind of like this one artist I did a video for with my partner, Counterpoint 2.0.
Yeah.
We did a video called "Take the Rubber Off with Tight." Um, it was a slip and slide. It's a record label video.
Yeah. This song, hell, boy, the Q's gonna love that. Take the rub off. Fuck no. But go ahead. My
But
fault.
nah,
Not fuck no to the song, but like that's what the Q's gonna love. There's some shit like that. But go ahead.
but yeah, like he wanted like a treatment to it. He didn't necessarily like a lot of artists when they come with ideas, they don't necessarily know in depth what they want. They just know like the picture frames or like a screenshot of what they had in mind and stuff. So I can just incorporate that into like
Yeah.
what I can do for real. Like I haven't necessarily had any artist or director come to me like for real, like and just say do this.
Like
I need this done like this way for real.
like a real elaborate idea.
Yeah, like so.
Nah, it be like that. Sometimes you gotta help. Like they just meeting you halfway,
Yeah, most
essentially,
definitely.
and they just entrusting you. So like when people like entrusting you with their vision, like I know you take it seriously, of course, but you know what I'm saying. Like how much does it keep? Like sometimes can you not go to sleep because you just like, nah, like this way would have been hard, or you just kind of like, um, okay, like we got what we needed, we got the footage we needed, and then on the editing side of things, you just kind of like, man, nah, I gotta do it like I gotta edit it like this, not like that.
Yeah. no,
Cause I can say like I'll do an episode with somebody, and then like immediately after, I'm just like, damn, I should have kind of did it like this, or I should have brought this question up, or shit like that. Like
yeah.
sometimes this shit slips your mind in the moment.
Most definitely, most definitely. I always look back, even like videos that I even put out, like I'd be like, dang, I should have did this to that. Even one clip that probably nobody even noticed or even can even tell, but it's like it's always that me and that me just being me for real.
Yeah,
That I'm always gonna be my biggest critique for real. I feel like that's
yeah.
for anybody that goes. If you're not your biggest critique, then you're really not gonna
You
get
don't really
further for
love the
real.
shit.
Yeah,
You not if you're not worried about like getting better at it, you don't love it. So
exactly.
I mean, shit.
You gotta give yourself that hard talk all the time.
Yeah,
Like, and give yourself that good talk though. You gotta give yourself pats on the back for real. I
yeah,
can't lie.
yeah. You can't be too hard on yourself. That's the whole thing about it. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna miss some things, but it's just like it's about trying to take that moving forward and not necessarily keep looking back and being like, man, I should have did it
Yeah.
like this or that. So
Okay.
like I know also I forgot you did you direct the video with Stunner for Vegas or did you shoot it or both or something like that? How
Okay.
did that come
So
about?
yeah. So when my partner Counterpoint, he came to Atlanta actually, and we was really on just on some running gun vibes.
Yeah.
He ended up tapping in with him. I helped him shoot it. I edited it. I didn't fully color it or whatever, but we ended up tapping in with that, and then that was really a hit for real.
Yeah.
I took pictures behind the scenes as well. That was one of my hardest, probably one of my hardest pictures in my portfolio for real.
Right, right. So speaking of portfolios, like you got the other page on Instagram,
Yeah,
playbook.us. So like speak to that. Like what is that page? Because I know it's set kind of differently from the old Playmaker page. So how's
yeah.
that one set?
So since I go by Playmaker, I like to have, everything. I like to have my pieces aligned. So
Yeah,
Playmaker essentially goes with Playbook. My sport was basketball. I like sports. I'm into sports. I'm essentially tying that in with sports, probably along with just lessons and my YouTube channel within that.
yeah,
Just giving lessons about like how I edit and things like that further along the lines,
right.
behind the scenes work and just more my lifestyle rather than putting everything on my personal page and just trying to just make everybody flooded and everything.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, so you get a lot of opportunities to shoot like sports events, like even at schools and stuff like that. So, like, let's say it's just one. If they told you come shoot at the finals, like you know how they got the finals mini movies,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, nah, you gotta come do it. Like, would you go do it? Like, who? I guess I would say, I'd probably ask it like, who is one player you'd want to be there shooting that finals mini movie for? Like, if there was a player on one team that you just had to see in that finals.
Ooh. In the NBA, right?
Yeah, yep, yep. I know. Probably like Braun on your list because it's just like he about closer to the end than he was to the beginning. If you get to the
Yeah.
finals and they be like, "Come shoot this movie," I might have too many LeBron clips. I'm finna edit this,
Nah,
but it's
for
finna be a
sure.
lot of LeBron. The nigga could have got swept. I got a lot of LeBron shit in here.
Camera definitely be on Braun for sure. I'll say Braun between Braun and KD. I'll
Man,
definitely give a Giannis an honorable mention because Giannis is definitely gonna give me a clip
bruh,
regardless.
bruh, he's going to.
He's gonna
He's
give me a
going
clip.
to, bruh. Matter of fact, that nigga just helped me. That nigga helped me on the prize picks. The prize picks gonna have to sponsor me soon,
Shout out to
man.
them.
Man, I'm telling you, bruh. So like, what's next for you in terms of like, um, is there more videos coming up, or it's kind of like it's more sporting events that you getting into now, or I mean, I guess like you be booked for right now.
As of right now, I feel like I got a little bit of both coming. I definitely got a few videos in
Yeah,
the vault that haven't released, and about 2, 3 videos I'm working on currently.
yeah,
And then alongside with summer coming up, I'm working with a couple of different AAU teams trying to help their
yeah,
social medias grow with things like that. So that's been a good offer that I've had. So I can keep working toward that momentum, getting paid to do what I love for real. So I can't complain toward that end. So
yeah. I like how folks in Newton County is doing. They getting more opportunities to expand, like even just the sports scene out there. Like now that, like you go to Newton, they got like they own photographer and stuff like
hmm
that, and it's like this the shit I wish we would have had, bro.
Newton,
I
but
needed
Newton
that,
be having like 7, 8, 9 photographers at their games.
bruh. Man, we used to have a few. You wouldn't know where the fucking pictures at, bro. Like until like I don't have no pictures from my sophomore year. I got a couple from my junior year, but my senior year it was straight. But it was
mm
just like, nigga, I need more.
You
Like
yeah,
this
you
is,
had to hunt for
I
them.
need this shit from my IG. And it's just
Literally,
like,
bro.
bro, like I'm gonna tag you on your picture. Like
That's
you took
exactly
it,
what.
but it's just like speak to that too. Like we was like I was brought up earlier, talking about how like guys behind the scenes just don't get the credit as much as the people that we see in front of the camera. how big is it for artists to just tag you? Like even if they just post a video, and then like how you tag somebody in the video, like how important is that? Like, is
Yeah.
it important because you just
I feel like, for me, I feel like it's always come with the business aspect. Like, okay, if you paying me to do this work, you got this contract that you paying me to do this. Okay, it's not unless you put in the work that is you gotta tag me. Then that's that. But if you pay me to do the work, you can have the work. You ain't gotta tag me. I feel like it's all love. Especially if we trying to grow together, then you can
right?
tag me. It's definitely connections for you grow off your peers, of course. That's how everybody grows
Yeah,
mainly. So, but being that if I didn't do it for free, then I don't feel I really don't feel obligated that you
no,
have to do
that's
anything
fair.
for me on that end.
That's fair. That's fair. Cause I know a lot of people just they want that type of creator like tag me in this, tag me in that, and it's just like sometimes we could tell who did it based off.
Yeah.
I that's what I can say. Like at least like to the naked eye for me, I done got better at knowing who's. Or even when I hear a beat or something like that,
Hmm.
you can kind of
Yeah.
expect the producer tag
Most
that's coming with
definitely.
it. But like even with videos like your boy Counterpoint 2.0, I can tell when it's like his video. I
Hmm.
couldn't tell you exactly how I know, but when I see his video, I know he put his foot on it, and it's just like now, like when I see your videos, I know it's Playmaker's foot in there somewhere,
Hmm.
even if it's just the editing side of things. I also saw you had a DP in your bio. What does that stand for, and what is that role?
So that's for director of photography, basically
Mm-hmm.
handling camera work, camera shots, the angles of it, things like that.
Right.
A lot of mainly just operating camera. That really is another word for it, camera operator, I would say. So
Yeah.
that's another
Okay.
simplified version of it.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good though. But yeah, man, I really like the work you've been doing, man. And I would just say keep it up. So like you said, you got some music videos in the vault and whatnot. Um, so you think like, or what's the outlook for you this year in terms of how you're trying to expand things?
Um, I definitely want to grow more on a social media aspect, just get more views of my
Yeah.
work. Not focused on money wise. I know it's gonna come at the end of the day. I'm gonna figure it out. I feel like,
Yep.
especially if I just stay prayed, stay blessed, and focus for real. Um, on that end, I really just want to grow on the side of social media, getting my website views up for real, showing my work more.
Yeah.
That's my main focus. But aside from that, definitely like I guess like we spoke on earlier, getting the sports together.
Right.
I definitely want to find out my true one specific niche. I feel like that's really what's stopping me from,
Oh
hitting
yeah.
that next
Yeah.
level. I want that one specific niche that's just going like
So
everybody gonna know that's.
do you feel like you'll do you feel like you have an idea of what that is right now, or is it kind of like once you get that feeling that like, okay, I'm gonna pop with this right here, then it's just gonna is that what's just you just
Um,
gonna roll with it?
yeah, I definitely feel like when I start popping with that one thing, cause I'm
Right.
I'm so like that's why I go by Playmaker. I do a lot of things for real. So like
Yeah.
it's just like I got my foot in a lot of places, but like once I do hit that one thing, that's gonna be my go-to, of course. But
Right.
I'll probably still always be Playmaker, and
Yeah.
essentially.
No, that's good though. That's good, bro. So tell them again where they can find you at. We didn't said it before, but go ahead. Tell them
Yeah,
all the pages they can find you at on all the social medias.
for sure. My Instagram at Playmaker. My archive Instagram Playbook.us.
Right.
Instagram, my Twitter, Playmaker, same thing as my Instagram. Um, and my full ownership of my LLC is Joshua Shot It. That's the whole branch of everything. So
That's the umbrellas
yeah.
underneath. Yeah, so if you can't get to his page, you probably just don't know how to spell because it's pretty much spelled how it's supposed to be spelled.
Exactly.
So,
Everything is simplified. I like
right,
simple.
right. So that's another episode of the Big Rim Podcast. Old Playmaker here with me. I appreciate you joining me
Yeah.
and everything.
Appreciate you,
All
my
right,
boy.
we out. Yeah.